consumer protections Google currently offers their customers here today. This includes if you're running the Chrome browser for daily browsing, for zero trust, whether or not you're a Gmail customer, the protections provided by the phishing, malware, and anti-spam, or the happy customers of VirusTotal as the world's largest threat observatory. Many of you, however, may not be familiar with Google when you're considering your internal tooling in your SecOps suite, and that is what we're here to change today. Because when it does come to performing those security activities, finding that needle in a haystack, stitching together telemetry, searching across massive amounts of data, who can do that currently better than Google? And so really we're here today to discuss these three technologies. We have Chronicle as our security analytics event telemetry solution, VirusTotal is the world's largest threat observatory, Simplify for case management and response automation. So we're going to go through a little demo here today. Really starting over here in the Simplify platform. As that solution kind of sitting on top of the rest of the architecture within your organization, allowing an analyst to go ahead and interact, resolving cases and alerts, applying that automation. The first thing that we're going to see here today in the platform is that we do have one case selected over on the left-hand side. We can see here that that case is comprised of two individual alerts that were grouped together for the analyst. We do believe that this provides the analyst necessary context, right? We see here one Chronicle alert based on CrowdStrike telemetry that was fed into Chronicle. We see here that it was comprised of two different events, a process launch as well as network activity. We then had some time later an alert surfaced by Security Command Center indicating a new service account was created. As both of these independent alerts flowed in, the platform evaluated them, looked at those IOCs, objects of interest that were automatically extracted from these alerts, utilizing that with the predetermined time frame, allowing the platform to determine that these alerts were probably related, moving to providing the severity of the incident. An ultimate scenario, a phishing campaign, phishing emails received by your organization, one that in fact does lead to a DLP exfiltration, would need to be prioritized above the others investigated due to the fact that we'd reached those latter stages of the kill chain. So we're going to step back for a second from Simplify. We're going to come back here in just a moment. Pivoting for now over to Chronicle. Chronicle really meant to be that data warehouse, feeding out all of that security telemetry, DNS logs, DHCP, everything. Chronicle normalizing it together to prevent timeline for being able to Now the title of this presentation was Responding at the Speed and Scale of Google. So let's take a look at that. We can see down here in this instance there's about 1.2 petabytes worth of information. It is a demo instance. That is demo data, but there really is 1.2 petabytes in there. We're going to search for an asset here across all 1.2 petabytes. This is an indexed field. We're able to go ahead and perform our search for google.com, covering those 1.2 petabytes, returning all of those results incredibly quickly. Able to see over on the left-hand side the assets that were affected, or that we're able to reach out to this property, providing additional details regarding subdomains, feeding into the VirusTotal, enrichments in the background as well. Now on top of allowing the analyst to go ahead and manipulate this data through the UI, there's also a rule base that we're utilizing in the background. We're able to see here, as I search for high risk, this is in fact the detection that triggered the alert that we saw a moment ago within Simplify. We can see here that there are actually two detections. We can even go ahead and dig in a little bit deeper. We can see the events that led to this detection. This is a proxy event followed by an EDR event. Those are the same two events I was able to show you in this alert in Simplify a moment ago. We can see here the analyst being able to present the raw detail. We can see here the normalized UDM field in the background, allowing an analyst to pivot off any of these as part of their investigation. All right, let's come back to Simplify for just a moment. We'll see what happened. After Chronicle surfaced that detection, it was pulled into Simplify for case management for automation. Immediately upon doing so, it was grouped into this case, and we automatically had a playbook attached, which we can see here. It's happened incredibly quickly, right? Within seconds of this alert being ingested, a playbook was attached, executing those Python scripts in the background, aggregating, collecting all of that that enrichment information, being able to present that on our case overview screen to the analyst. Obviously, preventing them or without the need for them to go ahead pivoting from console to console. We want to, if we were unable to go ahead and close this out as a false positive, if we do need to take up that analyst time, we want to go ahead and present them all of these alerts grouped into a case fully enriched, allowing them to make the decisions that we expect.
And provide the visibility and intelligence necessary for effective and efficient detection and response. It's then being
et ça ça passe simultanément sur l'Internet.
C'est bien ça. Il y a une grande communauté francophone aussi.
50 000. Et vous, vous êtes
Italien de naissance.
Italien.
Je travaille avec une boîte hollandaise.
Ah, vous êtes venu d'Hollande là
Oui,
aujourd'hui?
voilà, c'est tout le monde ici fait partie de l'organisation hollandaise. C'est une
Oui.
mix de partie gouvernementale,
Oui.
commerciale
Oui.
et diplomatique.
Ah.
Et le but, c'est de mettre ensemble des entreprises avec des startups, des gens qui ont des bonnes idées, ensemble venir dans les États-Unis, présenter celles qui sont les réalités, les solutions qu'on a, et aussi réduire les coûts.
Ok.
Voilà.
Donc tout ça c'est à vous?
Tout ça c'est hollandais. Voilà. Tout ce qui est ici,
C'est pour ça qu'il y a des tulipes.
Et je vous donne aussi les biscuits hollandais. Allez, on va essayer. Attendez, je les ai. C'est hollandais,
Non,
il
c'est
faut
trop
les
gentil,
essayer.
c'est trop gentil.
Vous avez des collègues? Allez, on passe
non,
par un
mais-
collègue? Non, allez,
je
on passe
donne
un
à ma
collègue.
fille, à ma fille.
Vous venez d'où en France?
Alors ma famille habite au nord de Paris.
Vous êtes parisienne?
Oui, non, mais enfin moi je suis là depuis trop longtemps. Ça fait 37 ans que je fais ça.
C'est vrai?
Ouais, ouais.
Fantastique quand même. Et vous avez toujours de la famille en France? Ou tout,
Voilà, je suis la seule ici.
Le sheep, black sheep.
Voilà, le black sheep of the family.
Toujours ici en Californie
Ouais,
ou ailleurs?
j'ai vécu aussi à Seattle, Washington.
D'accord, ouais, fantastique.
Donc vous êtes ici pour une semaine?
Voilà, aujourd'hui c'est le dernier jour, demain on reprend l'avion.
Ah, vous n'allez pas rester le week-end?
Pas de temps, j'ai une famille, il faut
Ah,
rentrer à
les
la famille.
enfants.
Ouais.
Ok.
Et ma femme est musicienne, elle joue à l'orchestre et ce week-end elle a un concert, il faut que je rentre.
Ah, pour garder les enfants,
Voilà,
ok.
Un plaisir.
Merci, merci.
Aline.
Donc vous allez faire une démonstration ou pas du tout?
Non, il n'y a pas une démonstration, c'est vraiment
C'est
discussion.
one-on-one.
Voilà.
Ok, merci.
Voilà.
Starting now.
Yeah, last day.
Too much drama. It's way too much drama. Yes. So here's the thing. These issues don't just set your hair on fire. They are distracting your organization. Streamline policy management centrally and securing users wherever they are. So the product to talk about in 10 minutes is Cisco Plus Secure Connect Now. It is our turnkey SASE solution that is helping drive better IT outcomes. It is a converged cloud UI managed inside of Meraki, inside the Meraki platform. So if you're an organization that is currently using Meraki, it is a fantastic solution for you. Also, if you're this is a
That is by Automox. He looks real. He looks real. The development.
Do you have the IDE plugin that you could show I guess that's huge here in Silicon Valley.
Constantly learning and adapting. Your security needs to be native and open. And finally, your security needs to be both expert and embedded. Our Trellix XDR platform uses AI and across a broad network of APIs for and our data connections and partnerships enable lots of different technologies that connect seamlessly and eliminates the blind spots and gaps in the organization. Because an open technology platform is all about absolute visibility, control, and also vendor choice across all attack surfaces, and Trellix gives you that. And finally, to succeed in the new XDR landscape, you need security that is both expert and embedded. Trellix DevOps tools embed security directly into your multi-cloud enterprise applications, so your SecOps team can work in an empowered and efficient manner. Our experts provide you with best-in-class threat monitoring, analytical support services, and expertise that spans across data protection to user behavior to cloud and on-prem infrastructure. We have nearly 1,000 advanced threat groups covered by our Trellix research teams, and we produce the best threat intel on the market. So you don't need to worry about having a SecOps team that can do everything. Trellix will help you to prioritize what matters and automate those time-consuming tasks. So you need integrated security these days that learns and grows with your business. Security that cuts through the noise and lets you focus on just what you need to do in response to threats. That's what Trellix is all about, and our advanced XDR ecosystem. So that's our overview. We appreciate your time. If we haven't already now, we're going to give you a pair of socks as promised. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, you got a blue raffle ticket. In just 1 hour, less than 1 hour, we're going to do our first raffle of the day at noon. And we're going to give away $25, $50, and $100 Amazon gift cards. Your odds are pretty good. We've only been giving away tickets for a couple shows, and they've been like this. So hopefully we'll see that.
So that's how they install Linux exposures, and they penetrated those
and we'll talk. Right.
The next one is something that we're trying to get out and destroy. But what we also said is if they don't want to interact with you, they just want to get out there and quickly use the resources to deploy monitors. Well, so crypto monitors, right? And that's where they have to interact with anybody.
We do have products here. We have the GSLP Global Server Load Balancer and what they do is to enable you to accelerate your VPN performance, number one, accelerate, basically scale your firewall performance, provide resiliency for both our networking as well as application security products. And all of this comes together in one comprehensive security solution, which we call as our Fortinet Security Fabric. This is the equivalent of the Gartner much. So what we provide is a highly integrated and automated platform that brings together all the products and solutions that we just saw a few minutes back in one cohesive solution to essentially provide you global threat intelligence-based policy enforcement across workplace data center, cloud and on-prem locations. And it also enables you to automate the security lifecycle from detection to response. Our firewalls have been ranked very high, as I mentioned before. We've been ranked #1 for enterprise data center use cases. And we are also a leader in the SD-WAN Magic Quadrant by Gartner. And our FortiGate VM was ranked #2 in public releases.
It's going to walk you through, hey, Azure Active directory, there's a couple of actions that you can take to reverse it. And then maybe for data loss prevention, there are things that you can do as well. So think of compliance manager as this glue that stitches together all of your permit and pre-compliance management solutions into one dashboard that can help the rate that
Now it doesn't affect your entire environment. It still needs to affect your
Would you like to join our show?
my operations are with my PCI and PHI, the high value stuff. That's segmented somewhere else. Right, but the problem with these segments are you still need to be able to work with them. You have to have a good solution to be able to actually move the data in between these segments, right? So that's where custom-made solutions come in. Because of that high assurance that was needed for the U.S. government space and the government space in general, custom-made solutions are the ideal way to minimize risk as much as possible. And the risks are basically cybersecurity risks and data security risks. When you're moving data from that enterprise, right, that higher risk network that's connected out to the outside world, that's the high security, that's the high risk network, right? When you're moving that data up to your sensitive areas, right, that R&D, the dev environment, the OT environment, that's cybersecurity. So you want to make sure that stays clean, right? Now moving data the other way, coming from those the more sensitive networks back down to the enterprise, now you're talking about data security, right? You want to make sure that the data that you're moving is what you're expecting to move and nothing else. And that's what cross-connect solutions do. They provide both of those capabilities so that you can properly work with this data while minimizing the risk as much as possible. So some real-world examples, we have network segmentation examples here, data security examples over there. Starting off with firewall evasion. So cross-connect solutions have been around because firewalls have been considered a non-secure option. Every year,
check out our overview.